What's going on, Locktop family? It's your boy Jason, and we're back for another YouTube video breakdown. The NBA Cup Finals, the Milwaukee Bucks against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Let's go talk about it. But before I go off and start breaking this game down, man, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment for the YouTube algorithm. It really helps me out, push this video out to more people, and grow this channel. I want to get to 1,000 subs ASAP, and I want to keep on coming up here and dropping plays, man. We've been dropping absolute gems, man. And hey, look, if you're not following me on my Instagram, make sure you follow me as well. We gave out a free banger from Premium, Grady Dick, over 3.5 rebounds. That was a blowout winner. He got 6 rebounds, even with foul trouble. But again, guys, if you guys do want to tap in to get all my plays, go to that pinned comment down below. I left something special so you guys can see exactly what we're doing in Premium. We've been absolutely killing it. We had a great day in NBA and actually swept again in NFL. I put, I guess, something around here, but let's go talk about this game, man. This is the only game in the NBA today, so it's going to be a big focus. I will have plays for this, whether it's props, sides, or totals. So let's go talk about this game. I do think this game is pretty interesting because I'll be honest, man. I did not think the Milwaukee Bucks would be here. I've been a big critic of the Milwaukee Bucks. I don't think they've been up to par to where they should be, given the talent. I just don't think Damian Lillard is a good fit for this team, but they've obviously done good enough to get here. They beat the Atlanta Hawks, who have been red hot. They beat the Orlando Magic, who have not been doing that well. I mean, ever since they lost Paolo and Franz, they have not been the same team. None of the games that they played at, I mean, Brooklyn, not a good team. I mean, especially now, but not a good team. And then Boston, they obviously lost to them, a top team. So in their last few games, man, I can't say too much great about them. I mean, I think Atlanta win is good. I think Atlanta is becoming a more of a threat in the East. But nonetheless, I'd say a pretty weak schedule. We take a look at OKC, who they played. I mean, they played some top teams and beaten them down, covered in their last, I think, 6 or 5 games. They whooped Houston. Houston's a really good team. Beat the brakes off the Dallas Mavericks. Pelicans, not a great team, but I mean, got the job done. Whooped on Toronto, and I mean, and not too many teams can beat Toronto that bad in Toronto, so that's pretty impressive. I believe Scotty Barnes might have been playing, but he might not have been. I gotta double check. And they beat the brakes off Utah, but Utah's not been a great team. I'd say at least in the last few games, I'd probably give the schedule being almost even, but maybe a little bit more credit to OKC because they did beat down on Dallas and Houston, 2 teams that, in my opinion, could be playoff contenders. The only team that could be a playoff contender on this list, I mean, I guess technically Magic if they get some guys back, but Atlanta definitely is. The team that they lost, obviously Boston, I mean, they're probably, if not the best team, second best to the Cavaliers, but yeah, I digress. I do think, in this game though, the big thing about OKC is kind of the matchup here, man. I mean, OKC has the best defense in the NBA. I don't think it's anywhere close. And the one place that they're very good at is the 3-point game. And if you take a look right there, the Milwaukee Bucks kind of shoot almost the most threes in the NBA, or at least in part of their offense, they shoot a ton of threes. This is going to be the big thing. Can OKC stop the Milwaukee Bucks from being effective at the 3-point line? And I think they can. I mean, if the stats say anything, OKC is probably the best team at being effective on the defensive side from the 3-point line. So if they're able to stop Damian Lillard, Brook Lopez, I mean, everyone on that team shoots threes nowadays. I think they'll have a much easier time getting this W. Other than that, I mean, the one thing also as well is that the Milwaukee Bucks don't get to the charity strike. You take a look at the free throw right here. I mean, they don't really get to that strike, and I think that might be a big difference right here. Another thing too is, in terms of the rebounding side, I think these numbers are a little bit skewed. I mean, OKC has not been a good rebounding team. That might be the only thing that might get them in trouble is the second chances. But I think with the addition of Hartenstein, this may change. But other than that, man, I mean, dude, the Oklahoma City Thunder are going to be a tough team to go against for any team, especially with a team like the Bucks, who actually do rely a lot on the 3-point game. If we want to flip it to the other way around, excuse me, OKC still a top 10, I think top 5 offense in the league. I mean, they're pretty much even everywhere. They're the best in the mid-range game, and that's kind of where the Bucks are the weaker. They're much better at covering the rim or maybe at the 3-point line, but for the most part, their defense is okay. I'd say it's about league average. But I do think, they do have some liabilities, man. Damian Lillard does not play defense, and he's going to have to cover guys like Shai, and Shai could definitely cook him up, man. I don't doubt that at all. The one thing I do think, too, is the defense of the Oklahoma City Thunder, if they're able to cause turnovers, this is where they're going to have a lot of problems right here. The fast break points. Milwaukee is not good at covering the fast break, and Oklahoma City is very, very good in getting in transition, getting shots. I mean, I do think Oklahoma City can definitely exploit this. Their defense can definitely lead to more points or opportunities. So that's the one place where I'm a little concerned if the Thunder can get there. The another thing too is, where is it? The free throw percentage, bro. Like I said, the Milwaukee Bucks do not get to the charity strike. The Thunder absolutely get to the charity strike. They get fouls. They get these easy buckets. And this is why they've been beating teams, man. I mean, they have good defense. They get to the free throw line, and they get a lot of transition points. So if you take a look at the spread, I mean, this is a big spread, man. I mean, Milwaukee has probably one of the best players in the world in Giannis. But they have guys that can cover him, man. I mean, they have big dudes that can cover him. I mean, they got Hartenstein. They have Jalen Williams. They have, even though Lu Dort's really short compared to everyone else, they have really good defensive players. And even off the bench, they have a deep team, bro. So, I don't know, man. Just looking at the stats, looking at the matchup, looking at where they're playing, Oklahoma City Thunder is a really, really good home team. I got to take the Thunder, bro. -5. If we take a look at the line movement, I don't think it's a huge public bet at all. I mean, 55%, 59%. I mean, it's not huge. That's pretty average, man. I mean, take a look at the Bucks. I mean, some people are taking the plus money for sure. But there's no way I really could look at this. I think Oklahoma City can definitely use their defense to cause transition buckets, easy buckets, and even get to that charity strike. The only thing is, can OKC stop the Milwaukee Bucks from shooting threes? If they can, the covering for this game may be a lot tougher. If you want to take a look at the total, I kind of lean under. I do think both teams may play a lot of defense, especially the Bucks. The Bucks know they're going to have to, stop guys like Shai and a few other guys from getting mid-range shots, even that three-point shot. But we'll see if they'll be able to do that. A lot of the games have been going over. I'm very hesitant on the over, though, I'll be honest. I'm just doing it for the sake of the video because it's a cup game. If the game is close, they will be fouling. They will be doing everything they can to win this game. And in situations like that, games could go fly over the total. But I would lean under. I do think if the game script of the Thunder's defense plays through, I do think it'll be tough for the Bucks to score. Not only that, I mean, both teams kind of play to like a medium to higher fast-paced game. So I have seen many instances where the pace is fairly high. But guys, look, you guys been liking this breakdown, but you want to know exactly what I'm giving out to all my guys in premium. We have college basketball, NBA today. Just go tap pin comment or just subscribe to this channel. Go on my Instagram and let's go run it up, man. Hopefully it's helpful. Again, I like OKC at the spread. I think they can definitely beat down this Bucks team at home. But what do you guys think? Comment down below.